Has anyone else noticed the media, Democrats, and Republicans, seem to be unified against Donald Trump this election, and the media will only air his dirty laundry, and no one else's? The recent audio recording of Donald Trump, trash-talking behind the scenes, at the taping of a soap opera in 2005, was secretly recorded in the presence of none other than Bush family member, Billy Bush. This is a neoconservative attempt at taking the Republican Party back from Donald Trump and the new nationalists in the United States. We the people have figured out, both parties are attempting to destroy this great nation. Everyone was quick to condemn Trump's remarks, but the media refuses to air all the Bill and Hillary Clinton rape scandals, going as far back as the 1980s. As discovered in Hillary's leaked emails, she is coordinating with the media to stop Mr. Trump. The following video is a compilation of those scandals, which includes rape, pedophilia, and their cover-ups. But first, here is the Trump audio from 2005, for comparison.
You know, and
she used to be very, she's still very beautiful.
I moved on her, actually. You know, she was down in Palm Beach. I moved on her, and I failed. I'll admit it.
Whoa.
I did try and fuck her. She was married.
Huge news, Sarah.
No, Nancy.
Yeah.
No, this was marriages. And I moved on her very heavily. In fact, I took her out furniture shopping. She wanted to get some furniture. I said, I'll show you where they have some nice furniture. I took her out furniture. I moved on her like a bitch, but I couldn't get there. And she was married. Then all of a sudden, I see her. She's now got the big phony tits and everything. She's totally changed her look.
She's your girl's hot as shit. In the purple.
Whoa!
Yes!
Whoa!
Yes, the Donald has scored!
Whoa!
Oh, my man! Wait, you gotta look at me when you get out. You're like,
set this up.
That is very.
you give me the thumbs
Look
up.
at you. You are a
You
piece.
gotta put the thumbs up. You gotta get the thumbs up.
Can't be too happy. First? Yeah, let me.
It's very
You
funny.
gotta give me the thumbs up. Better not be the publicist. No, it's her.
Yeah, that's her with the gold. I better use some Tic Tacs just in case I start kissing her. You know, I'm automatically attracted to beautiful. I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet. You just kiss. I don't even wait. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Whatever you want.
Grab them by the pussy. You can do anything.
Look at those legs. All I can see is the legs.
No, it looks good.
Come on, shorty.
Oh, nice legs, huh?
Oof, get out of the way, honey. Oh, that's good legs. Go ahead.
It's always good if you don't fall out of the bus. Like Ford, Gerald Ford, remember?
There's a little down below. Pull the hand.
Hello, how are you? Hi.
Mr. Trump, how
nice
are
seeing
you?
you. Terrific.
Pleasure to meet you.
Terrific. You know Billy Bush?
How are
Nice
you?
to see you. How you doing,
Very
Ariane?
good.
I'm doing very well, thank you. Are you ready to be a soap star?
We're ready. Let's go. Make me a soap star.
How about a little hug for the Donald? He just got off the
Would you
bus.
like a little hug,
Okay,
darling?
absolutely. Melania
little
said
hug for
this
the
was
bushy.
okay.
I just got off the bus.
Oh, bushy.
There we go. Excellent. Well,
Come
you've
on.
got a nice co-star here.
Good.
Yes, absolutely.
After you. Come on, Billy. Don't be shy. I've never said I'm a perfect person, nor pretended to be someone that I'm not. I've said and done things I regret, and the words released today on this more than a decade-old video are one of them. Anyone who knows me knows these words don't reflect who I am. I said it, I was wrong, and I apologize. Hillary Clinton and her kind have run our country into the ground. I've said some foolish things, but there's a big difference between the words and actions of other people. Bill Clinton has actually abused women, and Hillary has bullied, attacked, shamed, and intimidated his victims. We will discuss this more in the coming days. See you at the debate on Sunday.
But I want to say one thing to the American people. I want you to listen to me. I'm going to say this again. I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky. I never told anybody to lie, not a single time, never. These allegations are false, and I need to go back to work for the American people.
The news of this day is that Kenneth Starr, the independent counsel, is investigating allegations that you suborned perjury by encouraging a 24-year-old woman, former White House intern, to lie under oath in a civil deposition about her having had an affair with you. Mr. President, is that true?
That is not true. That is not true.
Good evening.
This afternoon in this room, from this chair, I testified before the Office of Independent Counsel and the grand jury. I answered their questions truthfully, including questions about my private life, questions no American citizen would ever want to answer. Still, I must take complete responsibility for all my actions, both public and private. And that is why I am speaking to you tonight. As you know, in a deposition in January, I was asked questions about my relationship with Monica Lewinsky. While my answers were legally accurate, I did not volunteer information. Indeed, I did have a relationship with Ms. Lewinsky that was not appropriate. In fact, it was wrong. It constituted a critical lapse in judgment and a personal failure on my part for which I am solely and completely responsible.
I mean, my stomach was in knots. I was sick to my stomach.
Well, I don't think I want to describe what my gut was telling me to do at that point, because it had more to do with vomiting than anything else. But it was, you read this and you said, this is incredible. I mean, and it was hard to believe.
I'm Steve Croft, and this is a special abbreviated edition of 60 Minutes. Tonight, Democratic presidential hopeful Governor Bill Clinton and his wife Hillary talk about their life, their marriage, and the allegations that have all but stalled his presidential campaign. She's a legend and is described in some detail in a supermarket tabloid, which she calls a 12-year affair with you.
That allegation is false.
When this woman first got caught up in these charges, I felt, as I felt about all of these women, that, they've just been minding their own business and they got hit by a meteor. I mean, it was no fault of their own. We reached out to them. I met with two of them to reassure them. They were friends of ours. I felt terrible about what was happening to them. Bill talked to this woman every time she called, distraught, saying her life was going to be ruined. And, he'd get off the phone and tell me that she said sort of wacky things, which we thought were attributable to the fact that she was terrified.
You said that your marriage has had problems, that you've had difficulties. What do you mean by that? What does that mean? Is that some kind of, help us break the code? I mean, does that mean you were separated? Does that mean that you had communication problems? Does that mean you contemplated divorce? Does it mean adultery?
I think the American people, at least people that have been married for a long time, know what it means and know the whole range of things that it can mean.
You've been saying all week that you've got to put this issue behind you. Are you prepared tonight to say that you've never had an extramarital affair?
I'm not prepared tonight to say that any married couple should ever discuss that with anyone but themselves. I'm not prepared to say that about anybody.
She is out front. She is outspoken. She is Governor Bill Clinton's primary defensive shield in his effort to overcome charges of marital infidelity. She is his wife. And for Hillary Rodham Clinton, these are days requiring great personal strength.
Have you heard the excerpts of those alleged tapes?
Yes, and read the transcript, sure.
When you hear someone whose voice, is it your husband on those tapes?
Who can tell? I don't have any idea, but he's talked to her. We know that. I sat there in the kitchen one night when he returned to call.
And when you hear something like the transcript is correct, she signs off a conversation saying goodbye, darling, and he says goodbye, baby.
Oh, that's not true.
That didn't happen.
No, of course not.
Or he says, they don't have the pictures.
Well, I'll tell you what. This was a woman who at least pretended that her life was ruined because somebody had alleged that she had a relationship at some point with Bill Clinton. Anybody who knows my husband knows that he bends over backwards to help people who are in trouble and is always willing to listen to their problems.
You mean those telephone conversations, he was just trying to help her out?
Well, the first time he called her, we were in the kitchen together, and he said, this woman thinks her life is over, and he felt very sorry for her.
And then, as he points over my shoulder, he grabs me and turns me to him. And that was a shock. And I try to push him away. And I only weighed probably 120 pounds at that time. He was a very large man. And I kept telling him, no, this is, I don't want this at all. And I'm sure I must have said, you must have had the wrong idea. And he wouldn't listen. You know, there was no way that he would listen to what I was saying. And he grabbed me again very forcefully and started biting on my top lip. And this was extremely painful. I thought he was going to bite my lip off. It was, and that's when he pushed me back onto the bed. And then it's been so long and it's just so hard to go into. I need to stop. You know why? Why is it still so painful?
What's going through your mind right now?
That I'm afraid of him.
You're still afraid of him?
Yes. That I'm still afraid, especially if she becomes president. And I know it's looking that way. So it's frightening, Aaron.
Jeffrey Epstein, who has been gone to jail for being with underage girls, boys, whatever it is, and Bill Clinton's a very good friend of his. Spent a lot of time with him, a lot of plane rides, and going to be a lot of questions about that. I'm just telling it like it is. That is the news story that is going to be the ultimate counterattack.
Would you raise your right hand, please?
Yes.
Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Could you please give us your name?
Jeffrey Epstein.
Is it true, sir, that you have what's been described as an egg-shaped penis?
Remember that case where I represented that guy? It was a fascinating case. It was really an interesting case. This guy was accused of raping a 12-year-old who was the daughter of the family he was living in Springfield. They lived on the other side of the tracks in Springfield. And the guy was from Green Forest. His family still had a little farm. And he was one of these rootless folks who wasn't going to make a living on the land, and he was kind of around. Ended up in Springfield working another place over there. Of course, he claimed that he did all this stuff. He took a lie detector test. I had to take a polygraph, which he passed, which forever destroyed my faith in polygraphs.
I have no doubt that I am Bill Clinton's son. It was common knowledge. Everyone in Arkansas knew. Everywhere I went, they pointed, that's Bill Clinton's son right there. He looked like him, don't he? The ears, the mouth, the chin, the teeth, the eyes, the nose. I see him in me. You can see a black Bill Clinton. When I brush my hair, I can see Bill Clinton with waves in his head. I always felt bad about him not wanting to be in my life. Was it because I was black? Was it something wrong with me? Why he don't want to be a part of me? It made me think of even sometimes suicide. It's not fair, and it has been hurtful. That he still refused to acknowledge me.
He and told leave them alone because we're going to come up missing.
She was also pushed out a 2-story window where she got a metal plate in her foot. To this day, she still feels scared of speaking.
And they was trying to get information on where Bobby Williams was so they can give her, I guess some hush money.
In fact, my mother did receive 7 $100 bills a month in the mailbox. Even presents on Christmas that was delivered to my home by state troopers. So I felt he was trying to be a part of my life. And then when he became president, everything stopped.